2021 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Soccer Media Day. I'm Nick Vasos, play-by-play voice of the Kansas City Comets and the Major Arena Soccer League, as well as anchor right here on Fox 4 in Kansas City. It's great to have everybody here, and it is great to be joined by Park University head men's soccer coach, Mr. Efrem Shimlis. Coach, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you?
Thank you, sir. Good to see you, Nick, as always. I'm good, sir.
Well, we're going to talk about your team, of course, but you and I have a connection that goes all the way back to 1996, 97, and that was your first year playing as a professional for the Kansas City Attack. I want you to share with everybody what you remember about that season in your professional career.
Yes, sir. So I'm just going to jump right in. What I remember is every time I see you, the only goal I scored, you called, so I'm happy about that. But most importantly, man, I feel old when you say 96, 97.
Believe me, I do too.
Yes, but I will say that was like, I don't know how many years Nate played, so he's older than me, so that's a good thing. I feel good about that. But good memories, I made that team as a walk-on, as a developmental player, and I learned so much from wonderful teammates, and everybody's doing something involved with the game right now with great players that you're familiar with Gon Hanyak, and Wes Wade and Brian Lofton, and all those wonderful players and great people. So it was an honor for me to be on that team that year. No matter how many minutes I played, at least I know every practice I learned something from those guys, and it was an honor to play with that team.
Yeah, your head coach during that year was Jim Schwab, who has gone on to a coaching career here in Johnson County, Kansas. I'm wondering what you may have taken from Coach Schwab in that lone year that you were with the Attack, and maybe what you still apply it to your players today.
Well, what I learned, I learned a lot from Schwab. Man, he has great personality, but the most important thing I learned from him was connection with players. He was good with everyone, and to this day, he never changes. Schwab, but the respect and love that he has for his players, and he was a player coach, so connection is more important than the X's and O's sometimes. So that's proved to this day with him. So yes.
All right. Coach, let's talk about your season last year. It was a crazy season for every team that tried to play last year, but it was also your first season playing in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. What were your overall thoughts about how your team fared last year?
Well, for our team, I felt like, for being the best, by far, I felt like the best conference in the whole NAIA. And we got put in the mix quick, played great teams. There was not one bad team that we played in that conference. It was a battle. We finished, 500 and lost in the first round to the eventual national champion. So for me, we always have respect for Heart of America. We used to play a few games here and there with them, but game in and game out to play such great teams like that, you have to be on your toes. And, hopefully we'll improve a little bit and see what happened this year. But last year was a great experience playing big teams every game.
Yeah. Coach, what do you think it's going to take for you to climb the ladder, take one more step towards the top?
Yeah, well, obviously, you got to get some more talented players, but other than that, just staying focused on games. I feel like we were in a lot of good in the games. We were in the games until, obviously have to have depth and things like that, but also concentration level, at practice and being ready for that game and game in and game out. So we have to be ready for that. I feel like, we've done it enough. I feel like we had a lot of space to improve, and we improved in some other areas, and hopefully that will help us, to compete.
And who are you welcoming back this year that you're looking forward to showcasing that on the pitch?
We lost some good players, seniors and things like that, but returners, we have a lot of returners, like our midfield, the forwards going forward with Jacob, Mohammed, Rama plays in the midfield, and a couple of other guys. I feel like, they saw the competition, they know what it takes, and they've been working hard, and hopefully, they give us more than,
Coach, the challenges of COVID for everyone. I mean, it affects and permeates just almost every part of life. I'm wondering, as a head coach, someone who's out there on the recruiting trail, trying to get people to come in, to Park University. What are some of the challenges that you as a coach face in recruiting?
Yeah, definitely challenges for sure. We couldn't travel to places to go watch players. So we have to trust, some of the recruiting agencies and people that we know, alumni and things like that. But I'll tell you, man, it's not just recruiting, but last year was tough for everybody. It's not just for our team at Park, but when you playing a team sport and when you can't meet, you can't spend time to build bonds and chemistry and things like that. It's hard. Some of the guys until the end, maybe they never got to know each other except on the field, but it was tough, I'm sure, for everyone. But yeah, it was tough all around for us for sure.
Well, you are going to have some newcomers this year, Coach. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the newcomers?
Yes, we're excited about the new players we got. We got a couple of transfers, from Truman and a couple of other places, but we also have some freshmen, local, maybe 5, 6 from Park Hill South and a couple of from Park Hill. But yeah, we're excited about, Vlatko's nephew is coming to play for us. We're excited about him. And we've got a lot of young guys. It's going to take a little time, but we're happy that they're here. They're working hard so far. And it look like, we'll hopefully we'll compete with those big boys.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty neat that Vlatko Andonovsky's nephew is going to be playing for Park. Of course, he has a tie. He's an alumni to Park University.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, Efrem.
It is, isn't it? And it's crazy how things are, in the last few years, what happened with Vlatko, him, being here for a couple of years, helping out with the program and seeing him grow and to be where he's at, man. You just have no idea how it makes everybody feel happy. And you know him as well, maybe longer than I have. So I'm happy. And his son, his nephew, he just turned 18. He's young, but he got a lot of energy. Yeah, he plays well. He's tough. So I'm looking forward to see him grow here with us.
Yeah. Well, one thing that you and Vlatko have in common, first off, you guys are both coaches, but you have Park University as your alma mater. And Efrem, 21 years at Park University. I know that sounds like a long time, but there's a lot of love there between you and the university. And I know Vlatko feels the same, but what about you, Coach? What's it been like for you? And why do you keep why are you still there and love for the university?
Well, this is my home. I came here in 1992 as a freshman. I was a little bit older. I grew up in DC, but not many schools were interested. Ben Pupula reached out to me through a friend who was already playing here. Since that day I arrived in 92 in the fall, this area, the people here at work and has embraced me as their own, and I'll do the same. I've been here longer than anywhere else in my life. This is my home, Parkville. No matter what, even if I feel like sometimes, you think like if I, what ifs and this and that, but I always feel like I want to be here, and this is where I'm at. This is my home. I love this university.
And, we're fortunate. I've been the play-by-play voice for the Kansas City Comets Flash Attack for many, many years. We see you at games. And of course, when my broadcast partner, Eric Bergreed, and I talk, we can't really go without a game without mentioning the Park University pipeline when it comes to the Kansas City Comets. And you brought up a name, Ben Pupula. And for those who may not know, there's a real pipeline of talent from college to the professional ranks in the indoor game. Wondered if you could talk about that and how maybe you have kind of continued that from Ben Pupula when he was at Park.
Yes, thank Ben Pupula obviously for bringing us here, but the connection you talk about. First of all, there's a lot of talent in NAIA. I think I heard you interview the other day, and everybody recognized that. But first, we have to be grateful for so many teams here, like the sporting and the USL teams and indoor teams with Brian and all those people providing opportunity for these young guys to go to do something in between, the next part of their life and college. And we're fortunate, the kids take their shoes and they try out, and they've had success. And I don't miss a game unless we're on the road. And it's good to see you and the players. It makes me proud. And people always ask me about this and that, and the only thing I can tell you is with all those players that we've had here, I never won any big things, so they're common. I always wonder with all the great players that we had, but I'm just so happy to see them and the players that have played before, the players that are playing right now. But even for the future, I'm excited that they at least have the opportunity to go and show what they got and see if they can be part of that team. But we're so blessed in this Kansas City to have being the U.S. capital of soccer,
Yeah.
with the sporting, with the women program and indoor, and with such, we're blessed. And I'm glad the kids are taking advantage of the opportunity that they have.
Yeah, boy, we sure are. I mean, you just have to look at the field this year. Lucas Sousa is going to be playing for the Comets. He's a tremendous talent, and what a terrific player. Nacho Flores, Stefan Stokic, the Palmers, Robert and Ramon Palmer. And one thing that I notice about the players, they're really technical players. I'm wondering if that's a part of the recruiting process for you as head coach at Park University.
Well, absolutely. In order to play in this level, you have to be technically sound, and if every coach is different, what kind of players they're like. But for me, it's always been technical. They're good, they're determined, they work hard. But yes, technical ability is what get you out of trouble and what get you to the next level. So yes, that is true. And yeah, I'm happy to see those kids there.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you, it has been great catching up with you for just a few minutes. I can't wait to see your face out at a Comets game and out at a Park University game. Best of luck this year. Hope it's not going to be as kind of bumpy as it was last year. But, Coach, we really appreciate your time and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Nick, man. It's always a pleasure to see you and on TV and broadcasting. Your passion, your enthusiasm, and love for the game. And you haven't changed much. You still have the great smile and enthusiasm. And of course, we lost all our hairs and gray hair, but it's always good to see you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
All right. Thanks again. Efrem Shimlis, head men's coach at Park University.
Thank you.